Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Rashi Ki Duniya. I am Rashmita from Kendriya Vidyalaya Babina Cant. Today I have taken grammar topic which is really very basic topic, that is noun. So today we will discuss about noun and types of noun. Let's move forward. What is noun? A noun is the name of any person, place, thing or idea. In another word, we also called noun as naming word. Let's take some examples. Raju, boy, girl, Rohit, Delhi, city, village, wood, gold, police, happiness, love, anger, height, childhood, etc. Now these were the examples of noun. Let's use these words in sentences. Anu sang a song. Here we have two nouns, Anu and song. Second, my family lives in Dehradun. Here family and Dehradun are noun. Goa is a nice place. Again we have two nouns, Goa and place. Fourth one is the dog is a faithful animal. Dog and animal, they both are noun. Now, after discussing what is noun, we will discuss types of noun or kinds of noun. Basically, we have 5 types of noun: proper noun, common noun, collective noun, abstract noun, material noun. Now, one by one, we will discuss all these 5 types of nouns. Proper noun. A proper noun is the name of a particular person, place, or thing. For example, Agra, Red Fort, Sonia, Renault, etc. Now, here we will notice that all the first letter of the word is capital. Why? Because whenever we use proper noun, we always use capital letter of the word. First letter should always be capital. While in the sentence also, if you are using proper noun, you have to use first letter as capital. Let's take some examples. How can we use them in sentence? Here first sentence is, my name is Dimple Thakur. So here Dimple Thakur is proper noun because a girl has a name that is Dimple Thakur. D is capital. Your name is also proper noun. My name is also proper noun. Second sentence, Delhi is national capital of India. Now here Delhi and India both are proper noun. That's why we have used first letter as capital. Another sentence, Jaipur is called Pink City. Jaipur and Pink City both have same name. Jaipur is a place, it's a particular name, proper noun, and Pink City is also proper noun. My friend teaches in Army Public School. Now here the school has a name that is Army Public School. That's why it is a proper noun. If we will use a word, my friend teaches in school, then it is not a proper noun. A school can be any, like KV, Army Public School, Delhi Public School, Himalaya Public School, Oxford University, anything. I like to eat Dabur honey. Now here Dabur is a brand name. That's why it is proper noun. I hope you all are getting my point. Let's move forward. Another type, common noun. A name that is used commonly for persons, things or place. Now from the definition we are getting that any word which is used for common purpose or common people or to represent a community, we use common noun. For example, boy, dog, pen, men, women, town, friend, etc. Now we will use all the common noun in sentences. Let's see. Boys like to play football. Now here boys represent all the boys in the team, not a single boy. Okay, that's why here it is a common noun. Second, there are many beautiful parks in Chandigarh. So here park is also common noun. My friend borrowed a few books yesterday. Friend and books, also common noun. People like to live in city. Both are common noun. People and city. Now in last sentence we have many common noun. Teacher plays a role of guide, mentor and motivator in the life of a student. Now here teacher represents all the community of a teacher. Guide, mentor, motivator and student also represent all the children in the class. Okay. Now let's take a look of proper noun and common noun. Now here we will study difference between both proper and common. On my left hand side there is proper noun and on right there are common nouns. See the picture, there is a girl whose name is Kanak and under this section there is a girl. Now see the difference. In proper noun the girl has a name, but in common noun there is only a word girl. So girl represents a community. Second picture, look, car, swift. Now here only car. Now here in proper noun a car has a name, but in common noun we only call car. It can be any car, I-10, I-20, Verna, S-Cross, anything. Now you understand what is proper noun and common noun? In proper noun everything has a name, but in common noun we all use common names for all the things like fan, deer, bulb, book, hut. And in proper noun we have all the particular names for everything. Usha fan, Surya bulb, Ramayan, Mickey hut. I hope this topic is clear between proper noun and common noun. The difference between proper noun and common noun. Let's move forward. Now here comes another type, that is collective noun. What is collective noun? A name is given to a group of people, animals or things of the same kind, regarded as a single unit, is called a collective noun. For example, class, crowd, team, etc. With the help of some pictures, I'll explain you what is collective noun. Now here you can see a group of dancers. Instead of saying a group of dancers, we can say troop. Now use this word troop in the sentence. A troop from Africa came to India. Now here troop represent all the dancers, a group of dancers. There may be 8, there may be 10, there may be 20, but they are all known as a troop. Next example, a group of cows, buffaloes, that is known as herd. Now, if you will see, lot of cows or buffaloes are on the road, then what you will say? A group of cows and buffaloes? No, we will use collective noun over there. We will say herd. Herd of animal. My friend keeps a herd in his field. This is the usage of this word in sentence. Now let's take another example. Can you see some flowers in the hand? Now will I be able to say a group of flowers? No. In short, I can say bouquet. On functions, on birthday parties, we go to our friends' home and give them a bouquet. We don't use this word, I gave my friend a group of flowers. No, not like that, na? So, let's use this word in sentence. We gifted a bouquet to our new manager. Next is a group of singers. Now, instead of using a long phrase, we will use a small word, that is choir. This choir sang a patriotic song. Let's take last example of collective noun, that is a group of keys. We say bunch. All these things have same kind of things. Like in troop, all were dancers. In choir, all were singers. In herd, all were animal. In bouquet, all were flowers, and in bunch all were keys. We use collective noun when there is a same thing. Okay. I lost a bunch of keys yesterday. How simple it is. Next noun, that is abstract noun. That is really very tough, but you will understand it gradually. What is abstract noun? A name is given to a quality, state, feeling, or emotions is called an abstract noun. Your state of mind, whatever you feel, your emotions are called abstract noun. Like when you are happy, when you are angry. Got it? For example, courage, childhood, anger, excellence, privacy, etc. An abstract noun cannot be seen or touched. Now, can you see the anger? No, you cannot see the anger, but you can feel it. When your mama scolds you, when you do something wrong, she scolds you. She is angry at you. So, you can't see the anger, but you can feel the anger. Whatever you can feel is abstract noun, your emotions. Let's take some example. The length of the rope had to be 5 meters. Now you are imagining that thing, you are sensing, you use that image in your mind, like length. What is length of the rope? You imagined it, you felt it. His knowledge about the earth is very good. Now here knowledge, can you see the knowledge of your friend? Can you see the knowledge of your parents, your teacher? No, you can't see, but you can feel it when they use their knowledge in day-to-day life. Next is wisdom. Cannot be bought. Wisdom, yes. Wisdom means wiseness of a person. The intellectual behavior of a person. When a person uses his mind very creatively. That is wisdom. Now, wisdom cannot be seen or touched. It can also be felt. Every parent should ensure that safety of their children. Right? Now, safety. Can you see safety? No. Can you touch it? No, you can't. But you feel safe at your home. You feel it. You can't see it. I hope I am clear to you. When you are happy, you feel it. You can't see it. When your brother or sister cry, you feel it. The emotion, the sadness of your siblings, right? Now, last one is material noun. From the name itself, we can see some material, something which can be used to make something. The name of a material or substance of which the things are made or is called material noun. Everything that can be used to make something, like coal, milk, sugar, iron, gold, silver, wood, etc. We can use all these material to make some object. Like from wood, we can make some furniture. From gold, we can make some ornaments. Again, we can divide material noun in two parts. One is countable noun and another is uncountable noun. Now, from the name itself, you can see countable, the things you can count, and uncountable, the things you cannot count. Let's take some example of countable noun. Countable noun can be counted, right? Books. If you have put some books on the table and you will ask your sister or brother, please bring all the books and count them. Your brother or sister can count them. Books can be counted. Pencils can be counted. Pen, glass, toffees, etc. All these things can be counted. But see, uncountable noun, that cannot be counted. Can you count milk, sugar, tea, oil, wood, water, etc.? No. You cannot count them, but you can measure them. Right? Like these examples, see, there are 3 glasses. Now you can easily count them. 1, 2, 3. In the picture, how many camels are there? 1, 2, 3. 9 boxes are kept on the tray. You can count them. All these frames, how many frames are there? 4. Reena hanged 4 pictures on the wall. But here, a glass. Can you see some water, some milk in it? Can you count it? No, there is some milk. There is some milk in the jug. You can say there is some quantity of milk in the jug, but you cannot count them. Now here is the exercise you have to do. This is a kind of revision. Rajesh is a manager in Titan company. Now here Rajesh and Titan, which kind of a noun they are? Common noun, proper noun or abstract noun? Yes, Rajesh and Titan, they both are proper noun because they have particular names. Now these 3 questions are for homework. You have to answer them in the comment section. And if you have more examples of common noun, proper noun, or you want to write your own name, you can write down in the comment section. And please do like and subscribe my channel. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. And thanks for watching my video.